All right, so I'm here with a couple of great people. Today we're going to be talking about why having a hobby is an important thing to have in your life and like what values it brings to you. So I'm here with what's her name? What's her bucket?
Because you don't call
Carly
me
Chang, Chuck. We have Peyton Mullen. Right over here we have
Riley Lucero,
and Gabby. All right. So let's just start talking. Let me see here. What hobbies do the four of you have? Doesn't have to be anything specific. Just like, how do you guys spend your time? You know.
I do a lot of music, fun stuff. That's basically and writing. I like to write a lot. So poetry, songs, all that stuff. That's my stuff.
That's cool. Can I ask you a little bit more about music? Is that like that must be that's like a big thing in your life, obviously, right?
Yes.
Is that how you get feelings out, or do you write music?
I write music.
Like lyrics, I mean.
I write lyrics. I write them as an form of expression, kind of. Especially when I don't know what I'm writing about, it just kind of helps me figure out what's happening inside my brain, and then putting them on paper just kind of makes it. I'm sorry.
No, that's great.
It just yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it kind of could that comes from like a sense of self-expression, or like helps benefit your mental health? Oh.
It definitely helps me figure out what I don't know. It's also a creative outlet, I would say.
That's a great way to put it.
Because I have been writing songs since I was 6, just like random little songs, and then it's just something that I've wanted to get better at, and so I just kept doing it, and I think it works.
That's great.
For me.
That was awesome. Anyone else want to talk about some of their hobbies and how they help benefit their lives, maybe?
Yeah.
All right, Riley.
Most of my free time is spent rock climbing. I've only been doing it for a couple of years now, but it's a really incredible thing that I found myself in, especially in the sense that there's a really strong community in rock climbing. No matter where you go, there's any major city will have a climbing gym, and then you can walk into it and you're suddenly in this safe space where everyone kind of is just on the same wavelength, in the sense that it's a universal community. Everyone is friends. Everyone at the climbing gym talks to each other.
Right.
And so it's a social thing along with a physical thing. And so the hobby itself is so socially ingrained in me, and so I found that to be an incredible part of my life, because whenever I'm somewhere new, I can just go climbing and make new friends.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was actually just about to ask, have you formed any good bonds with others through that social aspect of it?
Tremendous bonds, yeah. Just because it's a really, it's kind of an inherently dangerous thing, and so when you have these experiences with other people that are kind of scary at times,
when you say scary, are you talking about outdoor climbing, definitely not in gym then, right?
Indoor too, just because even though it's safer, because it's a lot of safety measures are in place, you'll be on a climb that's just, it feels really exposed or scary, and when you and a bunch of people are constantly putting yourself in this state of adrenaline, it forms this really interesting kind of bond.
Dude, that's sick.
It's a shared experience,
That's pretty good.
It's very
I feel
important.
That's good, actually. I feel I've had a little bit of that with skateboarding.
Yeah.
In my own way. Just with having the same sort of social aspect to it. And I like what you said, adrenaline with it. Because if you're skating in a certain spot and you're with other people, or if you're not with other people, and you might need a spotter to watch for you if you're about to go plow straight into a busy street.
Totally.
And that helps. And then it's just a good community, and it's really easy to make friends that way for myself. I just wanted to add and jump in right
Absolutely.
like
I mean,
that.
climbing has spotters too. If you're like without ropes, like somebody will be making sure your fall is controlled. And then like on ropes, you'll have like a belayer who's like
Right.
holding your rope, and if you fall, like your life is in their hands, so it becomes like a trust thing too. So you like
Yeah.
form really good friendships. Yeah.
That's great. That's perfect. Peyton, Carly, you guys anyone talk about your hobbies maybe? What you guys are interested in, why you spend your time?
I like to do, like, I have this journal that I don't really write in. I put whatever I want in there. Like, if I want to draw like a little man, I would draw a little man. Or if I want to do like a whole collage that takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'll just like put on music and like put on my noise canceling headphones and just like stare at magazines and cut things out until like, I don't know, I just like making things. Like, I feel like when I feel really stressed, a lot of times I don't do it because it feels like a waste of time. But then like I'm like, oh, let me do something creative right now, and it helps me a lot.
Yeah, it like defeats like an empty feeling or like just basic boredom or like you said, stress. Well, that's nice. I like journaling as well, or just like basic drawing and such, or making collages. That's the way I would like to, like, one outlet for self-expression in myself, just like getting to create something out of stuff that's already out there and then put a lot of it together. I don't know, it feels weird, but it's like I have like control over those things even though they were someplace else before, and then you get to throw them all together, just make something cool out of it. But that's great, yeah. Chuck, Carly?
I'm a hardcore crafter.
Yeah?
I am. I just do it when, like, because I read this thing that's like boring creates creativity. I read in high school or some shit. And it's just something I do when I'm bored. Like, it's really fun for me, and it's almost like therapeutic for me. Like, it's the way I do my self-care when I do actually have the time to do something for myself, because I feel like I'm always doing something. So it's something I can do for myself, and it's just for me. Like, I don't show anyone. Like, it's just the things I make. And I've been doing it since I was a kid. Like duct tape blocks.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I made a lot of
Ray
those.
balloons.
Did you do the duct tape hat?
And I used to make backpacks and stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for like my dolls, like I'd make them clothes and stuff.
Did you see the ones we had at Capri Suns?
Yes.
I made a bag out of Capri Suns.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I actually have some.
I took apart a grocery bag and I made it into yarn and I crocheted a bag out of it. That one was cool. That was a cool one.
Damn.
Yeah, it took a long time though. Not worth it.
Well, that's great, because it, that's awesome, Chuck. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's a good way to round it up right there. Thank you all for talking and sitting around and hanging out. All right.